Hello, welcome to Wandsworth Arts Fringe Creatives in Lockdown in Conversation, a project led by the Five Star, which is us, Claudia and Sandra. So, welcome to this session. We thought we would do a introductory section for you to understand what the project is about and to understand what to expect during this series of conversations. But first, who are we? So I invite my friend Claudia to talk about herself a little bit.
Hello, I'm Cláudia Falcão, and I come from the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso do Sul. I grew up in the capital, Campo Grande, which is a rather big city with modern infrastructure, great social life, beautiful landscape, and good universities. Where I got my bachelor degree in social communication and journalism, where I met Sandra as well. I graduated in 1999. Then soon after, I moved abroad to follow my love at the time and my passion for fashion and cultures. These are the subjects of my interest, in which I blog about for a long time. And now I live in the Netherlands, in Arnhem, also a very nice city, inspiring actually, because here once in a year, the Fashion and Design Dutch Festival is hosted. So it's a gather together of many creatives. So a place to be inspired and also to have sustainable lifestyle.
It is really lovely there. It's if you have a chance to visit, it's very relaxing, laid back, and a lovely place to be. So, as I said, I'm Sandra. I'm also graduated in journalism with Claudia. We went to university together. And I left Brazil 20 years ago to come to the UK to do a further master's degree in journalism and international relations. But I've been in the industry for a long time. I've been working in the industry for more than 20 years, writing about creatives and working social communications as well. And covering London Fashion Week for a long time. And I'm currently based in Putney. I've been in the area for many, many years, almost 20 years since I came here. If you don't know Putney, it's a fantastic place, very laid back also. We get to enjoy the Thames, and it's just lovely to be here. And I think for us, I think it's good for the audience to understand why we started the Five Star project last year. So, Claudia, I would love you to start talking about it.
Yeah. Now, in my view, I think we both miss being creative, and we always talked about our unique time as a journalism students. The lovely stories that we were told while we were researching for our projects, student projects, and also the mix of cultures in our surroundings. And this continues to be our reality. And I think that's when the Five Star started. That we thought, well, we were inspired to start this project. And then COVID-19 hit. We had to live in the lockdown terms, and we were following creators and interviewing them and listening to their stories and how they were lacking in motivation, in inspiration, and so we gather all these together to tell everyone about these unique stories in creatives in lockdown in conversation.
Yes. And like Claudia said, we always had an interest for the different cultures around us. So even in Brazil, we published a book called The Train to the West. It's a book. It was a book about the Dutch communities and other communities that went to that side, that part of Brazil, which is not so glamorous. It's not the Brazil that people would know. Um, and they made a beautiful place, a beautiful home there. So we have been really curious about communities around us since we began our careers. And that continued to be, like Claudia explained, wherever we are in the world, we are very curious about the community where we are, and we want to understand, and we want to tell their stories to others, because we really believe in promoting information and sharing those stories, and promoting understanding, among different cultures. And that's really inspiring to us. So when we had the pandemic last year, um, like everyone else, we were also affected by it. Between us, we were unemployed, on furlough for very long periods of time. We got COVID itself. So between us, we also had a rough time. However, we felt there was much more need for positivity, and to actually build positivity, productive, positivity, because it was time to fight back, we thought. And the stories around us, the creatives, the way they were adapting to not being able to reach their audiences, we found that really inspiring. And we kind of directed the project to tell those stories and to help others to be inspired as well by those amazing artists. So this is how we started last year. And you might be thinking, why Wandsworth Arts Fringe when it's such a global project? We have a very deep connection with Wandsworth. Myself, been living in the area since I came to the UK 20 years ago. Have been to the festival, and have not just the bar, but beyond, and how the community gets together, and how you can connect artists with a community that wouldn't otherwise have access to those artists. And I think, Claudia, you may want to talk about your experience as well.
Yes, as I was following my passion for fashion, of course, I went to London, and that brings lovely memories, and especially going to the Wandsworth Arts Fringe with friends and enjoying the amazing program. And WAF is an amazing platform to showcase talented people, to show their work. And having this opportunity to take part in this festival, to showcase these talented artists and their unique stories during the lockdown, is overwhelming.
It's overwhelming, and also really rewarding, and we are very conscious about the effects of the pandemic as we talk about this. This is a recorded session, as you can tell. So we are halfway coming out of lockdown, so we're not quite sure what's happening. So it's still very uncertain for artists and for all of us. And this is why we decided to go with a digital program. So we make sure that everyone can access it, and everyone can revisit it whenever you want. So we are really honored and humbled to be part of this project. We know that WAF expanded immensely last year and reached 30,000 homes last year with WAF in your living room. And we are very humbled to be part of it this year as well. And, what to expect from this event? Well, let's talk a little bit about the program. So we are interviewing from our rooms, from our living rooms. We are interviewing people all over the world. In London, of course, is included. So from London, you can expect we're going to interview a singer, a camera woman, and very talented mixed media artists, and a fine arts artist as well. She'll be talking to us. It's a very mixed program. We picked people from different backgrounds and different practices, because we wanted really to showcase that variety and their stories of resilience, how they coping and how they are progressing. And Claudia, what can we expect from Holland?
No, from the Netherlands, from my room, I will be talking to a classical guitarist and educator here from the Netherlands, and a fashion designer, and also from Belgium, a creative professional from the audiovisual industry. And with this diverse and far-reaching platform that is the WOF, we hope with Creatives in Lockdown conversation that you will be touched by these stories, and that you also experience that building resilience is unique to each one of us.
Definitely. We hope you feel inspired by the program. And, we hope you also will connect with these artists and see their art and enjoy their music. We have musicians as well. And we really hope you learn their stories as well. After each session, we're going to be telling their stories. If you want to read about it, it will be freely available on the Wandsworth Arts Fringe website, and also in our YouTube channel. So we hope you really enjoy it, and see you in the next session.
Yes, I hope you get so motivated, and we see you in the next session. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Bye.